Chosen one. This message is not random. You didn't just land here by accident. Out of all the voices you could be listening to right now, you are here in this moment, hearing these words. And that matters. Because what almost destroyed you, what was meant to break you, to scatter your peace, to confuse your mind, to make you feel forgotten, it failed. Take a second and really think about that. It failed. You're still here, still breathing, still thinking, still moving forward, even if it's slowly. And that alone is proof that what came against you did not have the final word. Now listen carefully. What you went through was real. The pain you felt was real. The confusion was real. The pressure, the sleepless nights, the silent battles inside your mind, all of it was real. There were moments when you didn't recognize yourself anymore. Moments when your thoughts were heavy, your heart felt overwhelmed, and everything around you felt uncertain. You questioned everything. You questioned people. You questioned your path. You questioned your own strength. And maybe there was a moment where you wondered if you were going to make it through at all. That's how intense it was. That's how deep it went. But here's what you didn't see while you were in it. It was never allowed to finish you. You felt like you were falling apart, but something was holding you together. You felt like you were alone, but something was standing with you. You felt like everything was slipping away, but something was quietly keeping you from collapsing completely. There were moments where things could have gone very differently. Moments where one decision, one step, one situation could have changed everything for the worse. But somehow, it didn't happen. Paths were redirected, situations shifted, things you wanted didn't work out, and at the time, it hurt. But now, if you look closely, you'll start to see something. You were being protected. That door that closed, protection. That delay that frustrated you, protection. That person who walked away, also protection. Even the things that didn't make sense were making space. Because not everything that leaves your life is a loss. Some things are removed because they cannot go where you are going. And that's the part most people don't understand. You thought everything was falling apart, but something inside you was being rebuilt. Your mindset changed. Your awareness changed. The way you see people changed. The way you respond to pressure changed. The things you tolerate changed. And that kind of transformation doesn't happen without pressure. It doesn't happen without discomfort. It doesn't happen without moments that force you to grow. You didn't just go through something. You came out different, stronger, wiser, more aware. And maybe you don't even fully realize it yet. But you are not the same person who walked into that storm. That version of you is gone. And that's not a bad thing, because the version of you that exists now can handle things that the old you couldn't. There's a quiet strength inside you now, not loud, not obvious, but real. You've seen what it feels like to be pushed to your limit and still keep going. You've experienced what it means to feel like giving up and not giving up. That changes you. That builds something inside you that cannot be easily shaken again. Now understand this clearly. What tried to break you did not come without reason. There is something about your life that carries weight. There is something about your future that required you to survive what you went through. Because if it had succeeded, you wouldn't be here. And the fact that you are still here means there is more ahead of you. This was not the end of your story. It was a turning point. You may still feel the effects of what happened,
There may still be moments where memories come back, moments where doubt tries to creep in again. But those moments no longer have the same power, because you are no longer the same person. You've grown beyond certain things. You've outgrown certain environments. You've become more aware of what drains you and what strengthens you. And that awareness is not small. It's guidance, it's direction, it's protection in a different form. Now, as you move forward, things may not change all at once. Everything may not suddenly become easy. But you will start to notice something. Small shifts, small signs, things beginning to open that once felt closed. Clarity replacing confusion, opportunities appearing where there was nothing before. A sense of peace slowly returning. Not loud, not dramatic, but real, step by step. And this time, you're not moving from a place of confusion. You're moving from experience, from strength, from understanding. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You don't need all the answers. You just need to keep moving forward. Because the same force that carried you through what almost destroyed you is still with you.
Still guiding you, still protecting you, still opening the right paths at the right time. You are not walking into your future empty. You are carrying everything you built in that difficult season. Strength, awareness, clarity, resilience. And those things matter more than anything you lost. Because what you lost was not meant to stay. It could not carry your future. It could not support where you are going next. So it had to go. Even if it didn't make sense at the time, even if it hurt, even if it felt unfair. Now you're stepping into something different, a new phase, a new level of understanding, a new version of yourself. And this version doesn't break the same way. This version sees differently, chooses differently, moves differently. You are no longer trying to survive. You are learning how to stand, and that changes everything. So remember this: you were tested, but you were not defeated. What came against you was strong, but it was not stronger than what's inside you, and it was not stronger than what is guiding you. You made it through something that could have ended you, and because of that, you are now stepping into something that will reveal you. Your story is not over, not even close. This is just the beginning.
Now that you understand that it didn't break you, we need to go deeper. Because surviving it was only the first part. What comes next is understanding why you had to go through it in the first place. There are some things you can only learn through pressure, not through comfort, not through easy moments, but through situations that force you to face yourself. And that's exactly what happened. You were placed in a season where everything familiar started to shift. Things you once depended on became uncertain. People you once trusted started to feel distant. Situations you thought were stable began to fall apart. And in the middle of all that, you were left with yourself. No distractions, no illusions, no false sense of control. Just you and the truth. And that truth was uncomfortable because it showed you things you didn't want to see. It showed you where you were settling, where you were overgiving, where you were holding on to things that were slowly draining you. It revealed patterns. It revealed habits. It revealed parts of your life that could not go with you into your future. And that's why it felt so intense, because you weren't just losing things, You were being separated from what was no longer aligned with you. That's a different kind of pain. It's not just loss, it's transformation. And transformation is never comfortable. It stretches you, it challenges you, it forces you to let go of who you used to be before you fully understand who you're becoming. That's why there were moments when you felt confused, moments when nothing made sense, moments when you ask yourself, why is this happening to me? But now, you're starting to see it differently. Because when you look back, you can connect the dots. You can see how certain things had to end for new things to begin. You can see how certain people had to leave so you could grow into a different version of yourself. You can see how certain situations had to fall apart because they were built on something that couldn't last. And most importantly, you can see how all of it changed you. You're more aware now. You notice things you didn't notice before. Energy, intentions, patterns. You don't ignore red flags the way you used to. You don't settle for less than you deserve the way you used to. You don't give your time, your energy, your attention so easily anymore. And that's not because you became cold. It's because you became clear. Clear about your worth, clear about your boundaries, clear about what belongs in your life and what doesn't. That clarity is powerful because it protects you in ways you didn't know you needed. It stops you from repeating the same cycles. It keeps you from walking back into situations that once hurt you. It helps you choose differently. And your choices are what shape your future. That's why this season mattered so much. It wasn't just about surviving something difficult. It was preparing you for what's next. Because what's ahead of you requires a different version of you. A stronger version, a wiser version, a more grounded version. And that's who you are becoming. Even if you're still figuring it out, even if you don't feel fully ready yet, growth doesn't always feel like growth. Sometimes it just feels like confusion. Sometimes it feels like you're stuck. Sometimes it feels like nothing is moving. But beneath the surface, everything is shifting. Everything is aligning. Everything is being prepared. There are things happening right now that you cannot see yet. Opportunities being positioned, paths being opened, situations being arranged in your favor. And when the time is right, you will see it. Not all at once, but piece by piece, step by step. And when it starts happening, you're going to realize something. Nothing you went through was wasted. Not the pain, not the confusion, not the moments where you felt like giving up. All of it served a purpose. All of it built something inside you. And that something is what you're going to rely on moving forward. Because where you're going, you can't move the way you used to. You can't think the way you used to. You can't allow the same things into your life. You've outgrown that. And that's a good thing. Even if it feels unfamiliar, even if it feels uncomfortable at times, because growth always comes with a period of adjustment, a period where you're not who you used to be, but you're still becoming who you're meant to be. That's the space you're in right now, and it's important because this is where you learn to trust yourself again. This is where you rebuild your confidence, not based on external validation, but based on what you've already survived. You've seen yourself handle things you once thought you couldn't handle. You've made it through moments you once thought would break you. And that changes how you see yourself. You're no longer doubting your ability to endure. You've lived through proof. Proof that you can keep going. Proof that you can rise again. Proof that even when things get hard, you don't fall apart the way you thought you would. That kind of confidence is different. It's quiet, but it's solid, and it will carry you into everything that comes next. So, as you move forward from here, don't rush the process. Don't try to force everything to make sense immediately. Don't go back to what you've already outgrown just because it feels familiar. Keep moving forward. Even if it's slow, even if it's uncertain, because you are not the same person anymore, and your life is not going to look the same either. Something new is being built, something better, something more aligned with who you are now, and you are being guided towards it step by step.